In the white, we have Tully. In the green, we have Maria. And in the yellow, we have Kai. Kind of. I'm one of the most worst with names. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So we got quite a few going out with them. So we do have. Don't have to, but probably okay. Well, I think we've got Benny. I just don't want to get wet if I don't have to do something. No, yeah, fair call. No, I think you should be alright. Where are we at with it? Where'd that run sheet go? Oh, how annoying. Slip down here. No. How does that just disappear? No, that's alright. But that's alright. At least there's enough people. Yeah, we've got like 3 people going out with them. Alright, cool. You want to let Kira jump back in?
Yep.
Oh, there's our run sheet. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Alright, we'll just hand this back over and yeah, I guess I'll speak to you soon. Thanks
heaps for that, Mitch. We'll have Kira jump back in and we'll be hearing from Mitch a bit later on. Absolute pleasure having him in for one of the heats. And, yeah, thanks, Mitch. Thanks for helping today.
Always good.
And, you know, yeah, speak to you soon, bro. Big shout out to Mitch. Always helping out with all the events. Always doing what he can to help bodyboarding and always in the water. So, absolute frother for the sport. And then another amazing contributor to the Gold Coast Bodyboard Club. All right, so we're rounding in on 9:45 a.m. down here at Tallebudgera. It's an amazing day. The wind's slightly going in, and we got red taking off right now. It's Cooper in the red. Absolutely amazing day here. The sun has been outstanding. It feels like a summer day, and there's not a cloud in the sky, and the surf is pumping. We got white on screaming along the face right now. Big cutty back into it. And a Rolo off the end. Nice combination. Good wave and should see a nice reward for that one. Seeing that pace and movement through the water. All right, so we've got 15 minutes left of this junior semi-final, Heat 2. And next up we have the school beginners. So anyone in the Heat 1 for the school beginners, be sure to make your way to the registration, get a rashie, and make sure you have heaps of fun out there. And in this Heat 2, we have Cooper in the lead with 8 3.94. We got Tully in second with the white, needing a 3.28 to get first. In the green, we have Maria, and she needs a 5.68 to jump up. And then Kai needs a 5.68 also. So no scores on the board yet for Kai or Maria in the yellow and green, but looking forward to it.
That's Dan out there. Dan's out there getting the mid, hey?
Yeah. And as you just experienced, it doesn't matter how many times I get told.
Yeah, the name. Still fuck just think Connell McGee. Connell McGee, Connell McGee. Just say it 100 times and it'll stick in your head.
It's always it's reversing in my head. But then as soon as you say that, it's better off pausing it. Nah, and I won't get one today.
What's on the Savo?
Oh, I got my granddad's funeral.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, I got to drop out like
Yeah.
literally 10 minutes
Yeah.
and just get down for it.
Where's that?
It's on my family property. He got cremated and bloody.
Just have like a memorial
Yeah.
thing for it.
Yeah, so my grandma. That was kind of what he'd want.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
affordable for him or her. And yeah, bloody. It's a shame. I knew as soon as she was like, "Oh, it's on this date," I was like, "Oh, sweet, that should be fine." And then I got inside and I was like, "The one day that we've been trying to line up for like 2 years." Absolute screamer there for White. Couple of the movers, and then Green backing it up afterwards with that El Rolo. Seeing some amazing bodyboarding here today. The kids are absolutely killing it. And we're about to see the future pros paddle out very shortly with the schools beginners. I'd like to give a shout out to the people watching the live stream. Shout out Justin, Becca, you're an absolute legend, bro. Hope you're enjoying it. Shout out Lucas. Thanks for your comments, fam. Oh, nice carve there from Yellow, and we got Green on a screamer, slotting in. And just, pushing, almost pushing through the back of that one. All right, we got Kira back in just a second. She's had a bit of an opportunity to go off and find her bearings around Tallebudgera here. And you've missed a bit of action, Kira. Did you happen to see the that 9.5 from? She was up near the surf club and missed the best wave so far. Oh, look at that for. That was a nice tight roller, and again.
Just going the big wave, just hitting that first slip, and he decided opted for another roll. What a great wave! He needs a 7.34 to be in first. Be interesting to see when these scores come through. What happens here in the junior semi-final heat 2.
The roll is an interesting thing to judge because you've got so many ways to do it, and that was one of two ways that gets a lot of froth. Like, here we go on the replay, nice and snappy. Going down, lining it up again, and then boom, again. So, yeah, like I was saying, with a good El Rolo, there's a few ways of doing a really nice one, and they all get different levels of froth, but everyone loves the big, epic projection off the lip with the big rock shock on the bottom, but a lot of people also love that nice, tight, right in on the pocket, quick spin, like, you know, quick maneuver up on the lip and then straight back into action. There's like the Rolo is one trick that has definitely a lot of ways of being able to pull it off, and
You just want to make sure it's a roll, not a floppo as well, you know. And if you just look out here on those critical sections of the wave where you've got the lip coming through, as long as you hit it with a nice, clean sort of execution, I guess, and get a little bit of air as you do the roll, I think the score will definitely be a little bit higher.
Like this one, boom.
Yeah, so these guys in the juniors do know what it's all about. They're a little bit older and they've got a little bit more time up their sleeve in the water as well. So you are noticing that their level of competition has gone up just a little bit here. They've got age on their side. They've been hitting the lip just a little bit longer than the grommets.
Here we go with the replay. Snap.
Boom.
Good projection.
Nice.
Now we're seeing some epic maneuvers here in this heat from the juniors, heat 2. We got Cooper in the red, sitting in first place at the moment with a total of 12. It looks like Tully's like right on the tail. It's an equal score for 12. So, and then we have Maria needing a 7.34 to advance, and Kai needing a 9.8 to advance. We're still yet to see any flip action, but I wouldn't put it off the cards today. Like, I know a few of these competitors have it in them, and these waves have definitely got it in them too. But generally, when you're seeing a start of a heat and you've got such conditions, I wouldn't blame the competitors for just wanting to execute the rolls and getting the score down. Just give a yell out to the free surfers out the back. Just make sure you jump out of the competition area, please. So where you can see the big tents, if you're directly in front of the big tents that are judging a competition, you're probably in the competition area. If you're sitting there looking right in the eyes of your friend, thinking about how you're in the comp area, should probably paddle out.
Just to those free surfers, we do want to thank you for taking the time out to move out of the area for these guys. They've only got one day down here. It's only a one-day event, so just be patient as we've got the future pros out here in front. It's nearly 10 o'clock today. We're going to be over and done early afternoon, so we won't steal your waves for too long. But they are younger competitors, and if you guys would just kindly just give the day to those guys, because they are the future pros of the bodyboarders here down at the Gold Coast. And we thank you for giving up your beach just for one day. Thank you very much.
Oh, the benefit of the Gold Coast, Kira, is that you've got so many different beaches on so many different angles. There's something for everyone, left, right and centre. So if the one thing we're blessed with around this area is definitely, it's not lack of waves. Like we've got one down the beach. I can see a mad bowl over to the right, up near closer to the headland, and near the rock wall. If you're a bit more gnarly on the waves, you got a good section out in front of the river there, as it's sucking the tide out. Bit of a rip bowl over to the left that you're not seeing on the camera. But yeah, there's we do have like a nice spot here on the beach where the rip's not too bad, where the waves are hitting in, and the crew have been coming down for the last few days to assess it and figure out the best position for this event. So
being an open beach as well, Rob, you do tend to get the swell coming through, which will be, as you can see out in the water, red. That's Cooper Stewart just smashing through on that one on the right-hander and doing a roll. He's trying to get around that section with a forward spin and ending up in the white water before he ducks off. He's in second place in 7.1 to take the lead. as you're saying, Rob, back over to the beach break here. As I was saying, it's an open beach, so you do sort of get a lot more breaks that head down the beach. You know that Gold Coast is known for its point breaks, but for grommets on a bodyboard, it's always good just to find a nice open beach where you can get a nice left or a right, and especially for them practicing in the younger years, it's always good to just jump out on a beach break, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. And on these kind of conditions, when I'm feeling a bit rusty, I'll definitely go for a beach break myself. But if I'm feeling in the zone, the Gold Coast has got those awesome point breaks. You go a little bit more south or a little bit north, you've got a bit of a different angle here, there and everywhere. If you're lucky enough and you've got enough local knowledge, you might even score a bit of a reefy or a bit of a wedge at the right place. And yeah, if you've got an hour or two up your sleeve, you're definitely spoiled.
Yeah,
definitely
it's
spoiled.
definitely home of some of the best waves in the world, the Gold Coast.
Most consistent as well, I think. Like, you know, going down south, you definitely get a lot more power and stuff, but sometimes the power doesn't always mean good waves. Sometimes you're better off just chilling back in those 4 foot. You know, I'm not saying it's always 4 foot, that would be ideal, but when everywhere down south too heavy and hot, we usually got some nice kegs going on along the Gold Coast.
It's definitely got some consistency. Coming from the Sunshine Coast, I know that it can become quite inconsistent up there, and you guys will be pulling into some mad barrels down here, and we wish you were down there. But it's true, when it does get big, you can sneak up to the Sunshine Coast and find that Watala and some of the reef breaks up there will be working, so it works either way. Yeah,
one I've still got to hit yet and fight the crowd is that Noosa. I've got to give it a go.
Point break.
Yeah, I'm still yet to take my bodyboard out for a day on that.
All right, and back to the competition. We've just been having a big chat on the live feed here with Rob as we look out in the water as White just smashes along that with heaps of speed, just eyeing off the section and trying to forward spin off that little area just there and coming unstuck. Out in front, we have green. Tully Roberts is in the lead of the junior semi-final, Heat 2. Cooper Stewart in the red needs a 7.1 to be in first. Maria, you need an 8.67 to take the lead. You're in the green. Rasha and Kainoa, you are in the yellow and you are being comboed. You need a 13.34 to move out in front. 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock in the junior semi-final, Heat 2. Coming up next, Rob, what will that be? Is that the school beginners?
Yes. So up next we have the school beginners. So the future pros of the future pros getting out in the water and enjoying themselves. We got them over to the right of the tents, getting revved up with a few of the pros, a few of the parents, and yeah, a couple of the Bodyboard Club crew getting ready to take them out for a what would probably be one of their first competitions ever in the bodyboarding. So that's exciting.
So if you do look out in front here, as there's under 2 minutes remaining this one, we do actually have a female competitor, Maria, is all the way out here from Portugal. She's been here for some time, apparently since COVID. Had her land herself in the Gold Coast. She was supposed to be competing against another female bodyboarder who unfortunately couldn't make it to this event. So she's been slotted in with the juniors and she's out there competing up against the best of the juniors here at the Future Pro. We'd like to thank her for coming down and still entering the event even though the women's division did fall unstuck there. She's currently in 4th place, needing an 8.67. In 3rd place is Kainoa. He needs a 6.67 to move up and advance. Cooper, you're in 2nd place. You need a 7.1. And Tully Roberts, you're currently out in the lead as there's 1 minute on the clock. This is the juniors semi-final, Heat 2 of the Future Pro. Currently out there in the water. Coming up next will be the school beginners.
Talking about Maria, she's definitely one of the hard shredders down at the Gold Coast Bodyboard Club, and you're not wrong. She's been around for a little while since COVID, and she's been absolutely smashing some of the events in the Gold Coast Bodyboard Club too. So I've seen her take out even some of Australia's champions like Brit and stuff in some events. And
yeah, so I heard. I think she might have even tipped off their Lilly in an event recently. Only from what I've heard, I wasn't there at the beach watching it, but I tell you what, to give Lilly a run for her money in the water is quite an achievement.
I was actually lucky enough to watch that whole heat, and that was epic. Yeah, she's one with a big sting on her rolls, and you know, she's got the long hair to go with it, and it like does that thing that you love to see with the long hair on a roller, and she gets the big flick with the rock shock on the end. So definitely one to watch out for in the future.
Most
And
definitely.
like the one of the only female competitors here today, and regardless of that, one of the biggest shredders here today for sure. So shout out to her.
Yeah, big shout out, Maria. Well done in that last junior semi-final. Please stand by for results.
I'm going to have to be taken off in a moment, Kira.
We're going to miss you, Rob. It's been great fun down here having a chat to you on the live feed.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and it's been lovely meeting you, and it's been great meeting all the people from all the different clubs around Australia.